it's not just athletes who require high quality pure water. Most people, working in jobs and so forth, have immensely busy and stressful lives, and certainly dealing with a lot of very high profile, very senior executive people. Those guys really work hard. All our athletes think that they work hard, but actually when you see people in business, getting up at 6 or before in the morning and working till 8 or 9 or 10 or 11 o'clock at night and travelling on top of all this often, they'll often have days which will be 10 or 15 hour or 20 hour days at a time, and traditionally with very poor nutrition. So these people are under a lot of stress and strain to perform at a very high level, to concentrate well throughout the day, and to deliver optimally. And they're often doing this on the backdrop of a very poor diet, poorly hydrated, and the quality of the foods and drinks they eat are often very poor indeed. So it's coffee and biscuits and rubbish fast foods that they're grabbing. So for these people, a high quality water intake is absolutely critical. Firstly, just for things like hydration, improving their overall digestive function and so forth, but then it's going to affect everything from their concentration levels to their ability to function for sustained periods of time. So if you want to function for a long period of time, you want to be well concentrated. If you become dehydrated, you'll lose 20% of your cognitive function. You might as well not turn up to work if you're like that. So pure water is going to reduce the stress in your system as well as optimally allow you to function. And that's as important in the commercial world or in normal life as it is in the sporting world. And I think for people who are serious in the commercial world, people who are working in very stressful environments, almost even more important. I mean, it really does make the difference and for these characters in terms of their day in, day out lives, and if they get it right, they can breeze through. It's a way of, one way of thinking about it is that there's everyone has a lot of stress in their lives these days, and you can't often do very much about the commercial stress you have, the deadlines that you're under. You can't necessarily do anything about the emotional stress, like your relationship with your partner or something. I mean, these are things that everybody has and so forth. And the more commercial stress that you have, the more it makes life for family life more difficult, so that work-life balance. But one bit you can do a lot about is you can do a lot about your nutritional stress, because you can choose to increase the nutritional stress in your body by taking products, for example, like caffeine. When you take a coffee-based product, what that does is the caffeine causes your adrenals to have a little squeeze and release some adrenaline. That adrenaline is one of the fight-flight hormones, which is increasing the stress in your body. Or you can choose to drink something that's not going to squeeze your adrenaline. So if you drink water, then that's not going to squash your adrenaline your adrenal glands in the same way. So that's reducing the stress in your system. Typically, when we're stressed or when we're worried about something, everyone says, "Oh, that's when they drink more coffee." And actually, fundamentally, that's when they should be drinking less coffee and focusing more on water. And then if you wanted to reduce the stress even further, you want to look at the quality of water you're going to drink, so that you're then not having to detoxify or manage a whole lot of other chemicals in the water that you don't need.